Imagine a country where you can eat breakfast beside a warm coastline, cross a scorching desert at noon, and end the day beneath some of the most dangerous mountain peaks on Earth. This is Pakistan, where three massive mountain ranges meet. Isolated valleys still preserve ancient languages and legends, and hospitality can make a stranger feel like part of the family. Yet behind those breathtaking landscapes are crowded cities, a culture shaped by many layers and striking contrasts that rarely appear in the media. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and tell us in the comments where you are watching from. Now let us discover a more authentic side of Pakistan. Number 10. Pakistan, a country with geography that feels almost impossible. In just one day, Pakistan can take you from a warm coastline to a scorching desert, then end that astonishing journey at the foot of one of the most dangerous mountains on Earth. This is a land with 5 of the world's 14 highest peaks, along with a remote northern valley, where local people believe their ancestors were once soldiers in the army of Alexander the Great. In faraway villages, some women have eyes as blue as glacial ice. This is Pakistan, a country few tourists have visited, yet those who do often leave with a completely different view. Pakistan covers about 340,000 square miles, making it the 33rd largest country in the world, with a population of more than 245 million people. Roughly 1 out of every 33 people on Earth is Pakistani. In the north, the Himalayas, the Karakoram, and the Hindu Kush meet. Standing among them is K2, rising more than 28,250 feet, the second highest mountain in the world, and one of the most dangerous challenges in mountaineering. But Pakistan is not only about snow and ice. To the south lies the burning Thar Desert. Along the western edge stretch more than 620 miles of Arabian Sea coastline, lined with many untouched fishing villages. Beneath this land, the 5,000-year-old Indus Valley civilization still echoes through history, older than Rome, older than the Great Wall of China, and from the same ancient era as Egypt today. Around 96% of the population follows Islam, making Pakistan the second most populous Muslim country in the world after Indonesia. People across the country speak 74 languages, with Urdu as the national language, and more than 60 ethnic communities live side by side, each with its own clothing, food, and traditions. That same contrast appears in the climate. In summer, Karachi can reach 122 degrees Fahrenheit, while in winter, Skardu can fall to -22 degrees Fahrenheit. Even so, life continues in both places. Number 9. Pakistani women, traditional beauty and quiet strength. Pakistani women cannot be reduced to a single image because the country is vast, diverse, and deeply rooted in history. In Punjab, women often have soft skin, warm brown eyes, and thick black hair that falls past the waist. In Sindh, facial features tend to appear sharper, while the skin often carries the warmth of the desert sun. Among Pashtun communities in the northwest, many women have high cheekbones that reflect Central Asian ancestry, while Baloch women are often tall, strong, and reserved, much like the land where they live. But in Hunza, a remote valley in the north, many people have blue or green eyes, fair skin, and light brown or even blonde hair, time 3s. Legend says their ancestors were soldiers from the army of Alexander the Great, who never returned to Greece more than 2,300 years ago. The Burushaski language remains a mystery, because no confirmed connection has been found with Persian, Arabic, or any language of India. The Hunza people are also known for their remarkable longevity. Many stories claim that some residents live beyond 100 years, and a few are even said to reach more than 120. Their way of life is simple, shaped by sun-dried apricots, almonds, goat's milk, glacial water, and daily walks along steep mountain slopes. Researchers have studied Hunza for decades, yet no definite explanation has ever been confirmed. Time freezes. Across Pakistan, women continue to preserve traditional clothing, such as the shalwar kameez, which combines a long tunic with loose trousers, along with the dupatta, a long scarf worn across the shoulders. Even in Lahore or Islamabad, these outfits are still worn with quiet pride. Behind that beauty, however, many women continue to face strong social pressure. In some regions, more than 60% of marriages are arranged by families, while family bonds can be so powerful that outsiders may struggle to fully understand them. Then there is Malala Yousafzai, a girl born in the Swat Valley, who was shot at the age of 15 for speaking out in support of girls' education. She survived, and at 17, she became the youngest person ever to receive the Nobel Peace Prize.
Number 8. Hunza, the mountain kingdom forgotten by time. In northern Pakistan, Hunza appears like a valley forgotten by time. Above its stone villages, Rakaposhi rises more than 25,500 feet and is considered by many climbers to be one of the most beautiful mountains in the world. Running through this region is the Karakoram Highway, a famous paved international road with a highest point of nearly 15,400 feet. Local people call it the eighth wonder of the world. The project took 20 years to complete, and nearly 1,000 workers lost their lives during its construction. Hunza was once an independent kingdom for more than 900 years, ruled by monarchs who carried the title of Mir. They lived in Baltit Fort, a stone castle more than 700 years old that still overlooks the valley. In 2004, the fort was added to UNESCO's tentative list, while Hunza did not officially become part of modern Pakistan until 1974. What makes Hunza truly different is not only its mountains, but also its people. The literacy rate is believed to be around 95%. Women study, work, drive, and travel with a level of freedom rarely seen in many other regions. Girls attend school as regularly as boys, while the crime rate is often described as extremely low. Local cuisine also reflects life in the mountains. Chapshuro is a savory pastry filled with yak or beef and herbs. Harissa is a porridge made from wheat and mutton, slowly cooked for 8 hours until it becomes soft and smooth. On stone rooftops, apricots are dried beneath the sun, then eaten fresh, preserved, pressed into oil, or used to flavor tea. Local people call them the gold of Hunza. In daily life, many residents believe that life itself is a gift from the mountains. Older people often simply smile and say that they are still alive. Surrounded by enormous peaks, people seem to understand that many of their problems are smaller than they once believed, while time itself appears to move more slowly. This place still follows a peaceful and unhurried rhythm of life. The most astonishing part of this journey has not yet appeared. Subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the hidden places, remarkable people, and untold stories still ahead. Every new video will take you somewhere completely different. And now, let us continue exploring Pakistan.
Number 7. Pashtunwali, the code of honor that protects guests at the risk of life. In Pakistan, hospitality is known as mehman nawazi, meaning that a guest is a gift from God. Within only a few minutes of entering a home, you will often find yourself holding a cup of hot chai, slowly brewed with milk and cardamom. Inside the house, guests are invited to sit on a charpoy, a traditional woven bed, before food is served. Refusing everything, even very politely, may still be considered disrespectful. In the Pashtun regions of the Northwest, this spirit is also connected to Pashtunwali, an ancient code of honor. One principle known as Nanawati requires a host to protect anyone who asks for shelter, even if that person was once an enemy. Time. 3.
Local history preserves many stories of entire villages accepting great losses to protect a stranger. In 2019, Canadian traveler Rosie Gabrielle rode a motorcycle alone across Pakistan. At first, she carried fears shaped by negative headlines in Western media. Yet throughout her journey, strangers repeatedly invited her to eat, offered her places to sleep, and helped her without expecting anything in return. Roadside dabas served her free meals, while truck drivers filled her fuel tank and refused payment. Videos from that journey received more than 10 million views and changed the way many people saw Pakistan. Other travelers, including Eva Zubek and Drew Binsky, have shared similar stories of warm and generous welcomes. When visiting a Pakistani family, you should bring mithai or fruit, accept the tea offered to you, and taste at least one bite of food, even when you are already full. At Sufi shrines, langar is served free every day to anyone who enters times threes, rich or poor, local or foreign, Muslim or non-Muslim. Everyone sits together and shares bread on the floor. In Pakistan, hospitality is not simply good manners. It is a sacred duty passed down through generations and a tradition that remains alive today.
Number 6. Pakistani cuisine, where three cultures meet. Pakistani cuisine is a blend of Indian spices, Persian refinement, and Central Asian traditions shaped over more than 1,000 years. On many tables, biryani always holds a special place. The Karachi version is intensely spicy and is often served with potatoes that absorb the fragrant broth. In Sindh, biryani includes dried plums and yogurt for a richer sweet and sour flavor, while Hyderabadi biryani is slowly cooked in a sealed pot using the dum technique, which dates back to the Mughal era 500 years ago. Another famous dish is nihari, a beef stew cooked overnight for 8 to 10 hours. Its name comes from the Arabic word nihar, meaning morning, because the dish was once eaten for breakfast to provide strength for the day. In Pashtun regions, chapli kebab is a wide, flat meat patty seasoned with more than 20 spices and cooked in lamb fat. Local people often compare the size of the kebab to the palm of a hand, and the larger it is, the more affection it shows toward the guest. Chicken karahi is prepared in a heavy iron pan over high heat and served with naan taken straight from a tandoor oven. Watching the baker press the dough against the glowing wall of the oven feels almost like a performance. On Sunday mornings, many families eat halwa puri, a meal of fried bread, sweet semolina, spicy chickpeas, and potato curry. It is almost a weekly ritual, and skipping it can make people feel that Sunday has not truly begun. Pakistan has more than 50 kinds of bread, from saffron-scented shirmal once served to royalty, to sesame-covered rogani naan and kulcha baked in a clay oven. Popular drinks include sweet or salty lassi blended with ice, along with pink Kashmiri chai topped with almonds and pistachios. Its color and creamy foam make even the simple act of pouring tea feel special. In Lahore, Food Street is a place where traditional flavors have been preserved across generations. Local people even say that anyone who has never eaten in Lahore does not truly know Pakistan or fully understand the spirit of the country. Number 5. Pakistan, wild wonders that almost feel unreal. Beyond the cities, Pakistan reveals a wilderness powerful enough to leave anyone speechless. First comes K2, a mountain rising more than 28,250 feet, ranked second in the world, yet far more dangerous than Everest. The death rate for climbers on K2 was once estimated at nearly 1 in 4, while on Everest, the figure was closer to 1 in 25. Fewer than 400 people have ever stood on the summit of K2, compared with more than 6,000 who have reached the top of Everest. That is why local people call it the Savage Mountain farther south. The Deosai Plateau stretches across an elevation of more than 13,000 feet, second only to the Tibetan Plateau. In summer, its brown slopes turn into a sea of purple, yellow, and golden flowers. This is also the home of the endangered Himalayan brown bear, one of the rarest large animals on Earth. Standing in that vast space, people often feel as if they are walking on a planet untouched by human footsteps. Near Hunza, Atabad Lake glows with a turquoise color that hardly seems real. The lake was formed in 2010 after a massive landslide blocked the Hunza River, killing 20 people and forcing hundreds from their homes. Out of that disaster, a stunning lake appeared, where visitors today paddle kayaks between towering cliffs. In the Cholistan Desert, Darawar Fort rises over land once crossed by the Hakra River 4,000 years ago. The fort's 40 massive bastions stand nearly 100 feet high, creating a skyline that cannot be mistaken for anything else. Each year, the Cholistan Jeep Rally races across the dunes and is often described as Pakistan's version of Dakar. Along the coast of Balochistan, Hingol National Park is where the desert meets the sea. Wind and time have shaped the Princess of Hope, a rock formation that resembles a woman gazing toward the ocean, a name given by Angelina Jolie during a United Nations visit in 2002. Nearby, there is also a mountain formation with the almost perfect shape of the Sphinx.
Number 4. Himalayan pink salt, the name that misled the world. The sparkling pink salt crystals found in elegant kitchens often make people believe they come from the snowy peaks of Nepal or India. But the name Himalayan pink salt hides an interesting truth: time. 3 sins, most of this pink treasure is actually mined in Pakistan. To understand its origin, you must travel deep underground to Cura, one of the oldest and largest salt mines in the world. According to a well-known story, the army of Alexander the Great stopped here in 326 BC. The war horses repeatedly licked the rock walls, leading the soldiers to taste them and discover that they were standing above an enormous deposit of salt. But Cura offers far more than an ancient legend. Hundreds of millions of years ago, an ancient ocean became trapped underground as tectonic plates collided. The seawater slowly evaporated, leaving behind layers of pure mineral salt that were compressed over time. Inside the mine, the air becomes cool and carries a faint, salty taste. The tunnels open into large chambers, where walls of pink, orange, and amber-red salt shimmer beneath the lights. Each shade was created by different amounts of minerals that mixed with the salt when the ancient ocean still existed. Local workers have also created an entire underground world, including a glowing mosque, bridges crossing pools of salt water, and therapy rooms that use salt-rich airtime safris. For visitors, Cura feels less like an ordinary mining site and more like a crystal city hidden deep beneath the mountains. Light passes through the salt blocks, making every wall appear to glow from within. Every piece of salt brought to the surface from Cura contains more than traces of an ancient ocean. It also carries the labor, pride, and lives of generations of Pakistani miners. This natural treasure is known around the world by the name Himalaya, yet its true origin and story remain closely connected to the land of Pakistan. Number 3. Sialkot, where World Cup footballs are made. Every 4 years, the world turns its attention to the FIFA World Cup, where goals, breathtaking moments, and the greatest stars come together to make history. Yet very few people ever ask where the ball at the center of the tournament is actually made. Time. 3s. The answer is not Brazil, Germany, or England. It is Sialkot, an industrial city in northern Pakistan. Sialkot has no globally famous football clubs and has never hosted a World Cup, but it produces a large share of the world's hand-stitched footballs, including models used in major international tournaments.
The story began during British colonial rule, when local craftspeople repaired damaged leather balls for soldiers. From that small trade, they gradually learned how to make complete footballs and passed those skills down to the next generation. More than a century later, simple workshops had grown into a production network known around the world. Inside the factories, the pace is fast, but every stage still demands great precision. Workers cut sheets of material, assemble them into panels, and stitch them by hand with consistent tension so the ball keeps its correct shape. Modern designs also use thermal bonding, bounce testing, and integrated sensors. Yet the skill of Sialkot's workers remains essential: time and 3Cs. From traditional footballs to advanced models, such as Al Rihla in Qatar, every product must pass several inspections before leaving the factory. Sialkot may never have watched Pakistan's national team lift the World Cup trophy, but whenever the net moves inside a World Cup stadium, that moment still carries the effort and pride of the people who made the ball. Behind every goal are quiet hands, durable stitches, and a Pakistani city that continues to help keep the heart of world football in motion.
Number 2. The Kalash people, a mysterious tribe in the mountains of Pakistan. Deep within the rugged valleys of Chitral, near the border with Afghanistan, the Kalash people live in a world that feels almost separate from the rest of Pakistan. They are often recognized by fair skin, blue or gray eyes, and hair that may be light brown or blonde, giving them a distinctive appearance in the mountains of South Asia. In a country where more than 96% of the population follows Islam, the Kalash community continues to preserve an ancient polytheistic faith that honors deities connected to nature and the harvest. They make their own wine, hold festivals around fire, and perform group dances to mark the changing seasons. Kalash women wear black dresses embroidered with vivid patterns, layers of colorful beads, and the kufasi, an elaborately decorated headdress that reflects age, marital status, and community identity. The greatest mystery surrounding the Kalash is the story of their origin. For centuries, local tradition has claimed that their ancestors were soldiers from the army of Alexander the Great. When his forces passed through this region in the 4th century BC, some warriors were believed to have stayed behind, married local women, and built new lives among the mountains. However, modern genetic studies have not found clear evidence to confirm this legend. The true origin of the Kalash therefore remains a subject of debate. During their festivals, drums, singing, and synchronized footsteps form circles around the fire. These ceremonies are not only celebrations, they also help the Kalash pass their memories, beliefs, and ancestral stories to younger generations growing up in these valleys. Even as time continues to change the world around them, they still preserve the Kalasha language, religious rituals, traditional clothing, and seasonal festivals. This small community does more than protect a distinctive way of life. It remains like a living piece of memory in the mountains of Pakistan, where legend and reality continue to exist side by side. Number 1. Astola, the largest coral island in Pakistan. Off the coast of Balochistan, in the vast waters of the Arabian Sea, there is an island that almost never appears in ordinary travel routes. Astola, standing alone in turquoise water, looks like a world left untouched from a time before human footsteps ever reached it. It is the largest natural coral island in Pakistan and also one of the wildest places in the country. Local people call it Jazira Haft Talar, which means the Island of 7 Hills. From a distance, Astola looks like a stone fortress rising from the sea, with steep gray limestone cliffs standing beneath a tropical sky. With no source of fresh water and no permanent residents, the island belongs almost entirely to nature. On its white sandy shores, the silence is broken only by the sound of wind and waves.
Beneath the surface, colorful coral reefs provide a home for many kinds of fish and rare marine life. Astola is also a nesting ground for sea turtles, which makes the island an especially important protected area in Pakistan. Long trails in the sand show that nature still decides the rhythm of life here. At sunset, golden light covers the bare hills, while the waves crash against the cliffs and send powerful echoes across a landscape with almost no sign of human presence. The scene makes Astola feel like a part of the planet that has never been changed. But Astola is not a place for people looking for luxury hotels or easy services. Reaching it requires preparation, endurance, and a real spirit of adventure. In return, visitors are allowed to stand on an island where the sea, the rocks, and the sky still exist, with almost no human interference. In the Arabian Sea, Astola remains quiet, like an unpolished gem of Pakistan, reminding us that this country still holds original beauty that most of the world has never seen. It continues to live by the rhythm of the ocean. After this journey, Pakistan is no longer defined only by enormous mountain peaks, vast deserts, or crowded cities. It also lives through cups of tea that are always refilled, and through people who welcome strangers as if they were family. The country still faces many difficulties and contrasts that cannot disappear overnight. But beyond the familiar headlines is a land shaped by ancient history, layered cultures, and landscapes powerful enough to make anyone feel small. If this video has helped you see Pakistan from a different perspective, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments which country you would like to explore on the next journey.